Welcome to RSC Media Day for Point Park University women's basketball, joined by Pioneers head coach Tony Grenek. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, Kevin. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's get right into it. What are you looking forward to most as the season begins?
We returned everybody from last year. We have a great bunch of kids. They're fun to coach. They get along really well. So, we got to play, I think, 11 games total if you count our playoff game last year. And so, hopefully we can have a lot of fun and try to pull off a full schedule this year.
You mentioned everybody's back. Who are the returning players that you're looking to lead this team?
You got Michelle Burns, you have Sierra Dawson, Carly Lutz, our seniors that, I guess you would call them super seniors that have returned. They're working on their master's degrees. Carly Lutz is actually teaching in a school district, and Michelle Burns has a full-time job. It's been kind of hard. It'll be a little different for them practice-wise. Sierra's here working on her master's and doing an internship. Of course, we have Taylor Rin back, second team all-conference. We have players like Taylor Kirshner, Sierra Sinetta, Tanner Hoffer from that freshman class last year. So, we're excited. Like I said, we have a nice solid core of 15, 16 kids, and hopefully we can build off of some of the good things we did last year.
So you have a crop of third-year players and second-year players. They didn't get a full season last year, but how have those groups gone from when they first stepped on campus till now?
Well, I can really tell with the freshman class that are sophomores now. I see tremendous improvement. They've obviously worked hard over the summer. Players like Natalia Fontenez-Wade, Izzy Strickland, I mentioned Tanner Hoffer already, Bailey Toothman. All of those kids have really made great strides this past year. The sophomore class, technically junior grade-wise, they've always seemed to work on their game, gotten better over the past year as well. So hopefully, all their hard work pays off when they hit the hardwood when it counts.
So whenever we see the Pioneers play this year, what kind of team are we going to see on the floor? What are they going to be trying to do? What are their strengths and things like that?
Honestly, I think it's so early in our season to even tell yet. The way we've practiced, it's been kind of up and down just for the fact that we don't have everybody there all the time. So due to class and labs and people working. So I'm really not sure yet. But the one thing that I know that we will definitely have is the team chemistry. When we have players like Jordan O'Malley, Jordan Yaniga that keep the room fresh and fun and having a good time and working hard. Hopefully, once we get everybody there on a consistent basis, we'll be able to try to find our style of play. So it's kind of a work in progress, but by the same token, the kids are so much fun to work with that, it's not like a job or a chore. We're really in no rush right now. We officially don't open up until November the 6th, so we have some time to figure it out.
So let's get into the River States Conference. What are a few things you need to do every night in this league to be successful?
I think you have to defend. That'll be the first matter of concern for me. We scrimmaged this weekend against a pretty good Division II team, so I want to see where we're at defensively. I'm not real sure, if we're going to be a man-to-man team, a full-court pressing team, or a matchup zone team. I think a lot of it's going to depend on, what we can grasp with, people coming in and out of practice at different times during the week and see what we can put together. So that'll be step number one, to be competitive. And number two, at the end of the day, you got to put the ball in the basket. And, like I said, I think there's a lot of kids that have improved in that area over this past year. And so if we can defend and put the ball in the basket, and of course rebounding will be huge, we should be able to be competitive night in and night out.
So how do you see the RSC shaping up this year, maybe within your division or overall?
I think you have the usual suspects, I always say. West Virginia Tech basically has everybody back, and they're a great team. I feel like it's the Twins. I think they've been there like longer than I have. It feels like they never go away. But they do have a new coach, and so they'll probably have to take some time to adjust to him. But he comes highly touted, so I'm sure they'll be good as well, as usual, I should say. Rio Grande, same thing. Dave Smalley runs a great program. Tiffany Selhorst at IU East. Those teams will be always solid and really good and well coached and have great recruits. I'm not sure what Carlo, if everybody came back, what they'll be like on our side. Ohio Valley is new to the conference. I'm not really sure what they're bringing. And Ohio Christian went through a coaching change as well, and I know they had some good players. So there's a lot of teams in flux just for the fact that there's been some coaching changes throughout the conference on both sides. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how things fold out. But like I said, I know on our end, you're going to see consistency with definitely West Virginia Tech, East, and Rio for sure.
All right, Coach, thanks for taking the time. That wraps up the coach portion of RSC Media Day from Point Park.
Thank you very much.
We're here for RSC Women's Basketball Media Day, Point Park edition. We have Michelle Burns, a senior guard, and Sierra Dawson, senior forward. We'll get right into it, ladies. How has the preseason gone so far? We'll start with you, Michelle.
So I think it's been going really well thus far. You can tell that everyone kind of has a chip on their shoulder from last year, both because we didn't make it that far. We wanted to go farther than what we did, and also we didn't get as much playing time as we wanted. So you can tell everyone's ready to go. They're hungry. They want to be playing. So you could definitely see that in every day in practice.
And for you, Sierra?
Yeah, I feel like you can definitely tell everyone put work over the summer. So going into practice, everyone's looking really good. I'm real excited.
So everyone's back from last year, and what are your expectations for this season? We'll start with you, Sierra.
I think we're going to transition really well because, we got everyone back. It's just real nice and smooth. So I think it's going to look really good this year.
Michelle?
I think just to piggyback off of that, we do connect more so this year. Everyone knows kind of what their role is, how they can contribute better. So I think just that chemistry is really going to help us, and I expect us to make it very far into playoffs, and the goal is always to go to the championship, the RSC championship, so that is the goal.
So, Michelle, you're the point guard. You see everything out there. What are the strengths of this year's team from where you are?
Yes, absolutely. I think we're very guard-oriented. I think everyone can handle the ball, and we have a lot of shooters on our team, so I find that being a good strong suit. But don't get me wrong, we have a lot of great forwards on our team that are definitely going to help us. So just everyone playing their role, I think it's going to be very good this year.
And Sierra, what do you see as the strengths?
Yeah, I completely agree with Mitch. I feel like Coach has been really working with us so everyone knows our role in the team, and I feel like everyone plays that really well.
So talking about the RSC, both of you are entering your 5th years playing in this conference. What is it about the RSC that makes it tough each night? Sierra, we'll start with you.
Oh, the traveling. Traveling can be real hard. That's the biggest thing for me.
And Michelle?
I completely agree. The traveling is very difficult. We don't really play anywhere close, but I also think it is a very guard-oriented league. I know I mentioned that in the previous question, but I face a lot of great guards going in, night out. Everyone's scrappy. You never exactly know what's going to happen. So, every game is a dogfight. So,
Michelle, do you see this team for Point Park this year being an offensive type team, a team that's built on defense, or how do you see things from that perspective?
I think we are an offensive team. I know we like to run the ball. We have a bunch of shooters, and I really hope our defense is going to be strengthened this year. We are working a lot on that, implementing new defenses. So I think if we can kind of get our defense to where our offense is, we're going to be in a really great position.
And Sierra, you're a player that's strong on defense, getting a lot of rebounds. How has the defense been for the Pioneers so far this year?
It's looking really good. We've improved a lot, especially on rebounding. I see that in practice every day, and everyone's really putting their all in. So I'm excited to see that.
And the last question, does this year's team have a team motto or anything like that, or a goal that you talk about as a group?
I mean, I think we're figuring that out, honestly. We're just trying to build our chemistry. Coach keeps saying that, day in, day out, we're going to take it slowly. You're not going to rush into anything. So right now, I think we're just trying to, get to know each other better. But ultimately, our goal is to make it as far as possible. And ultimately, nationals, don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. But
Yeah, I agree.
All right, that'll do it for RSC Media Day for Point Park Women's Basketball. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks for having
thanks,
us.
Kevin.